How does anyone become an arborist?
I was going to Old Dominion University. I was studying to be a political scientist, whatever that is. But I immediately fell in love with this job because there was a sense of adventure. Not so much man against nature, but man and nature. I'm a big believer that there is a genetic diversity as among trees as there is among people. Tall, squat, wide, you know.
I've seen that referred to in some books and articles as a neurobiology, that they have their own, that while they may not be sentient as we think about it as humans, that in many ways they do think and plan for the future.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
How?
Well, I think you know, of a great example. There was a tree called the Y oak in Y, Maryland. And this tree was one of the largest oak trees on the eastern seaboard. And they kept this tree alive over and over and with cabling and bracing, but finally the tree was giving up its ghost, so to speak. And when doing that, it put out a bumper crop of acorns.
Really? As
a self-survival, a self-perpetuating mechanism to promote and to its own species and its own progeny, I guess.
So Bill, when we're standing out in a wide open space, it seems like there's some wide berth here, but then I have to imagine that between, let's say, these two trees, how close are they getting underground?
Oh, they're completely interconnected. There's millions of miles of microscopic root system that is they're completely intertwined. It is. There is a whole world going on underneath the ground.
In an urban area like here in DC and so many areas around the US, there's concern about shrinking green spaces. So there's a concerted effort, it seems, in many places to make sure the ones that we do have are healthy. So they rely on people like you.
Exactly. And then, of course, with cities like the DC, the District of Columbia, and to some degree Montgomery County, take it very seriously. You'll see a lot in an urban environment. This is called girdling root.
Oh, it's like a spider web.
If this tree could talk to you from the roots, it would be saying, "Help me, I'm strangling. This tree is literally strangling itself because as it wraps around, it's girdling the central cambium of the tree, which is the lifeblood of the tree. For me, there's a bit of an immune process to this, you know, because I have favorites. And I understand that some trees are, I believe, genetically weaker than others. I believe, you know, for whatever reason, they just don't have the same strength in genetics as, say, oaks or, say, this beech tree over here. Trees become aware of what's going on around them, you know, and I completely believe that. And while they may not have an exact nervous system, you know, that corresponds to ours, I believe they're somewhat sentient.